This is the entry-level drill available today, model DDF487. What we are going to do today is also one thing. First of all, let's talk about this DDF487 before disassembling it. Some external problems. First of all, the chuck is one of its criticisms. Friends who have bought the DDF487 drill know it. The collet is equipped with a model of 13 mm, and the brand is the ROHM chuck. This is already very good in reason. However, this chuck often jams what is called a card wheel. Let's listen. When screwing, the resistance is very large, same as inside slippery. You need to go back and forth a lot, tighten it, and then loosen it out. It's fine to look at it now, but we're screwing it back again and it's coming up again. We had to go back and forth several times, it's good again, and then when we go back to it, we see that it's very light, which is also a disadvantage of this chuck. But there are many people who like this chuck second. When this machine is fast, some metal collision sounds can be heard in the back. It is not a shame to know each other. There is a seal behind it. Do you listen? It's not a cluck, a clatter, it's a metallic sound. Similar to the sound of a seal with a very fast speed. Let's take it apart now and remove all the screws. Let's continue to look down and open the shell. First, we look at this current shell. It is still a little different. The back one is a split, but there are no 4 screws to go on. Yes, this kind of structure is just that. You need to open the shell to get rid of it. First of all, the thickness of the shell. Let's look at it. The lagging is on the thinner side, but the thickness of the shell is still quite good. We can see the layering of this lagging and the thickness of the shell. Where's the general shell easy to break? Everyone knows. When you fall from a high altitude, you have to deal with the handle and the battery here, because the load under the hand battery is relatively large. If you fall violently, it will be easy to break off from here or from here. This inside, like this place, is very testing the thickness of the shell. We will take it out and look up. Let's not speak of the motor for now. All models currently have a picture sensor and a green board. Let's take this off first. Only the scented portion is... It is at the front. It is plastic, not as everyone thinks. It is metallic. This place is plastic. It can only be like a plastic fingerprint like this. It's very small. Let's look at more. The control board uses a pure element control board. Compared to the metal control boards used in many of our domestically produced machines, this type of pure element control board, its heat dissipation is not as good. Everyone, look at the switch. Now you can't see the brand, let's take a look. Is this Omron? It's not Omron, I'll check now. I just checked on Baidu and it's a Satori switch imported purely from Japan. This switch compared to Omron, I do not know which is stronger. I haven't heard of it after all. Let's look down. Let's remove this split back cover. This is its master control. That is, the 60% of the cost of an electric drill we mentioned in last episode's video is stationed at this master control. The motor is also very small because this drill has only 40 newtons. Let us not look at the brand regardless. All its torque source outputs power. It comes from this set of things. Even if the gearbox in the front is bigger, it also needs it to output power. If the motor was smaller, it wouldn't be able to generate so much force. Let's look at this, the picture sensor. Especially corrected, it's very small. Let us look again. If the bearing brand is... There aren't any markings on top at all. There are no model numbers nor markings. There are no letters at all. But let's still return to the beginning. Although currently a lot of machines that are out of stock are very numerous. Misses a piece of something, it's simpler and more durable. But in fact, this thing, after being placed in, I haven't seen it break. But in terms of the feel of the hand drill, it performs better than DDF. It's also very simple, right? It also does a split design, not integrated like a Dewey or a high condition one. Many used are just an integrated switch and empty board. If it breaks off later, you can only interchange the master control, and it's pretty troublesome. But like it's done now, we see the top has a plug, and the middle here has a plug. Because of the switch, it can be individually purchased for replacement. This point is alright. Let's just leave it there. The DDF487 has been dismantled.